So there is a cricket game this weekend, and it turns out that this is a growing sport in our community, and it is quite possible that Shelburne could be the base for it. Hi, I'm Josh MacEwen with Dufferin News, and I had the opportunity to speak with Anand Jagdeo, the president of the Shelburne Cricket Club, who gave me some more details on the club and the match that their team, the Shelburne Gladiators, has against the Mississauga Ramblers this weekend, or this Saturday, August the 29th at 1 p.m., which is going to be at Shelburne's KTH Park on Homestead Drive. This match will be open to the public, and admission will be free. So bring a chair and some refreshments and come check it out, while social distancing, of course. Now, Shelburne's mayor, Wade Mills, and their deputy mayor, Steve Anderson, and possibly some other members of council will be there to address the team and the audience at noon. With this, and their comments made at the recent town council meeting, it sounds like they are quite interested in pursuing the development of the sport in their community, which seems like a smart idea to me, to be honest. Which we'll get to later. But anyways, Anand told me, and this was alluded to at the council meeting, that Deputy Mayor Steve Anderson even participated in the cricket club's first practice, which is pretty cool. Now, Anand started the Shelburne Cricket Club with Asan Siddiqui and Rick Ramchand, all cricketers who have played in different leagues. And the purpose of the club is to give kids something to do in their spare time. They have kids as young as 10 right now, and they play on Saturdays and sometimes Sundays, depending on player availability and weather. There's a nominal fee to join right now, and that will probably increase in the future as the club becomes more formalized, which just makes sense, of course. But it is possible that the sponsors may help subsidize these costs. Also, the club is inclusive of all genders, so again, be sure to come check it out if you're interested. Again, this weekend's just a match for the team, but again, later on, if you're interested, the club is open for new members. So it turns out that cricket really isn't meant to be played on a baseball field. It requires a different kind of turf and some other things. So really long term, it'd be best, and I mean, Shelburne Council's aware of this, and same with the town, and it turns out they're looking into it, that you really need to have an actual suitable facility for cricket, especially if you're going to bring in outside teams, which I imagine is the hope for the Shelburne Cricket Club. Again, like Mississauga Ramblers are coming out here this time, but I mean, long term, nobody's really going to come out here and do that drive, especially when there's plenty of other teams in the city. But I mean, if we did have that facility out here, it would set people apart, and I mean, it would help put Shelburne ahead of Orangeville in a respect, like as far as that stuff goes. They really could beat them to this opportunity, and I mean, there would be some real economic development chances here, because without actually having to sell off land, which really I don't know if that helps businesses here, because it turns out like a lot of these people just end up working in the city and they spend a lot of their money there or online. So this might be a way to bring in outside money to the community. Because these people, like, when you go to these towns and you go over there for sports, you spend money there, especially for on food and stuff like that, and it goes other places as well. So it does help out the community. But anyways, it is important that they do get a real cricket pitch, so that people will actually come out here, and plus it just shows that we are taking the sport seriously, and it is important. Like, I mean, why not? I mean, if there is demand for it, we should have it. So, I mean, it just makes a ton of sense if it actually will get use. Plus, I mean, do you really want the cricket teams and the baseball teams fighting for use? Plus, again, like, it really isn't suitable. All it's going to do is it's just going to lead to problems. So, I mean, we should just get ahead of this and, I mean, get the actual cricket pitch out here. Because, I mean, again, it sounds like it'll get plenty of use. And if it brings in outside teams and outside money into the community, I don't understand why we wouldn't do it. I mean, it makes a ton of sense to me. And it sounds like the town of Shelburne and its council recognize this, so we'll be interested to see what they propose in the future, especially for their next Parks and Rec master plan. But anyways, the team that the Shelburne Gladiators is going up, like I said, is the Mississauga Ramblers. And Anand tells me that they are actually their own league, and they have over 300 members. I mean, that's pretty huge. And Anand knows the president of the Mississauga Ramblers through his involvement in cricket when he was in Brampton before moving to Shelburne. And they are putting together this game, like I mentioned, to help raise awareness for the sport in our community. This will be a great opportunity to show community support for a growing sport, and also and all the opportunities that it will bring to Dufferin, in addition to just spending some time outside with other people. But again, while social distancing, of course. And again, this game is on Saturday, August 29th at 1 p.m. with council addressing the audience and the team at noon. And it will be taking place at KTH Park on Homestead Avenue in Shelburne. Now, social distancing guidelines, like I said, will be in place, and there may even be a waiver to sign to indemnify the club. Anyways, this will be a great way to help close off the multicultural event being hosted by Althea Casamento, who actually tipped me off to this, which I appreciate. And again, the multicultural event takes place until the end of August. Now, to learn more about the Shelburne Cricket Club and to keep up with everything that they're doing, check out their Facebook page, linked in the description. And anyways, I'm Josh MacEwen with Dufferin News. Thank you for listening, and until next time, have a great one. Thanks.